Hello everybody, welcome back to a Wings of Dawn video. Right now I'm kind of just going around testing out bugs and everything like that to show some of the devs. And also recording a video for you guys, so you guys get to hear me ramble and everything like that. So, we got some new information about the release demo for the Wings of Dawn. First off, want to clarify that this is not like Day of Dragons. All the dragons will be accessible once they are ready. There are Kickstarter goal dragons, but that's more of like a hey, extra dragons we can make with this amount of money if you want. But right now, but nothing like, oh, here's 2 free dragons and 8 other dragons you have to buy separate. No, they're not going to do that. Thankfully. I'm also on the higher end of my settings, so I'm trying to test deep water areas that kind of lag me out for this. So for the Q&A part, Q&A, not Q&A, but the questions. Well, I guess a little Q&A. There was a stream for the Warrior Williams done recently on the Wings of Dawn YouTube channel. So if you want to go look at the Warrior Williams, not the drone, the Warrior class, because the Williams, the little frogs, frog dragons, they're not actual dragons, but they look like frog dragons. They have different castes, kind of like termites and ants. So you have the queen, top of the food chain, basically top of the chain. You have the prince, which may fly. It might be able to fly. You have the warriors, then you have the drones. But they did a stream of texturing the Williams, so you can watch that if you so desire. It does get a little choppy in this area too, just a little bit. I may need to talk to them about that. But you can probably hear one of my siblings in the back. There is also a bug I'm testing out with the Icy Crown. It isn't able to turn its head at all while looking around. They will have that fixed pretty soon, but it is a known bug, so don't worry. Before you comment, before you go, hey, why doesn't the Ice Crown look around? I promise they are looking into it. There's also a Vulcan bug, I believe, but they'll fix that too. I don't know what the bug specifically is, but it was reported, so that might be an issue. There's also an issue with that floating thing with the technical difficulties video I released. So they are trying to figure out that one. Why is it doing that, basically? I also believe there was a map edition recently, but I haven't been able to see it, so that's fine. That's okay, guys. That's why I record these things, because if you guys spot it, you can let me know in the video, and I'll try to go back then. Anyway, there is also... They said that the dragons might get a remodel in the future. So with the Icy Crown, my only issue with the model so far is that the tail feels too spiky for a primarily air-based animal. Spiky tails feel like a ground-based animal type of thing. So I think, yeah, see what I mean? This is what I mean. A little choppy over the deeper water in this area. But if I go out to the ocean, I'm completely fine. So I don't know what's going on with that. I am playing on high settings because I need to test things out with the devs. But hopefully they'll see this video and go, hey, there's something causing problems over here. Maybe we should find out what it is. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right, so they will get remodels in the future. The Vulcan, I believe, is going to get a model change. And the Icy Crown might get some tweaks. So hopefully one of the tweaks is about the tail. I was also told that the sounds are not finalized for all the dragons. They will go through and edit them and everything like that. So if you guys have issues with the sounds, don't worry. So do the devs. They'll change that. They'll be able to change that in the future. Even though they also said that playable AI might not be coming, at least not for now. They do talk about the Skaith, the Wraith, the Kraith, and the Yokai, I believe the last one is called, which is my favorite looking of all the Skaith relatives. They do have animations for at least one or two of them, and those animations are also playable ready. But they said that they'd need a lot more time and money to have that happen. Which I kind of hope happens, but even if it doesn't happen, then that's okay. That's perfectly fine. See, over here it's relatively fine compared to over there, but I go out to the ocean and it's completely fine. There's no issues at all. So I wonder what's in that area right there that causes problems. It's a little strange because I'm like right here and it feels a little choppy, but it's not too choppy. You feel? This also might be the jungle. Maybe. I'm not sure officially, but it might be. There's a little gem cave entrance that you can see right there. So I was playing with one of the devs recently, Sinful Vox. Extremely nice person. Wonderful playing with them. So much fun. We also joked around. They showed us some skins that they were planning for. Some Patreon skins and stuff like that. But they also showed us the Kirin model, which looks fantastic, by the way. It definitely seems more horse-like than the whatchamacallit, the concepts. But hopefully we get to see animations of it soon. I know they streamed them, but they do plan on the Kirin to release next month. Hopefully, if nothing breaks on it. So it'll release pretty soon. As for the demo that everyone's going to be able to try out during Q2, so April to June around-ish, I want to say, or July. April to June or July, they will have a free demo out. So, within those months. That means that you guys, the public, can come in, try the game out, see if you like it, and try everything you can, I believe the full release releases with the three dragons, the Kirin, the Icy-Krem, the Vulcan, and it also releases with some humans with. Oh, sorry, I had the yawn. It also releases with humans, if I remember correctly. So you may see some more stuff of that. What is that? You guys see that? Is that just part of the mountain? I'll go check. But yeah, you'll be able to see all this different stuff and play it and try it out. I really hope you guys like this game. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. It feels different from other dragon games. I kind of like playing Century, Age of Ashes. I want to say the full name was, but it was pretty much just called Century by everybody, and it was like a dragon PvP game with people riding dragons. The nomads do get to ride dragons, but I don't think it's anything like that because the dragons are also players. They're not AI, they're players. So you'd probably have to point at certain directions and then the dragons will go those directions. Oh, look at that little resource cave. I don't recognize that rock. That looks like a metal rock of some kind, like metal ores inside of it. Very cool looking. They also talked about a little bit of the dragons. So in the future, they do plan on. Oh, look at that! That almost looks like gold. Look at that. Very cool looking. But in the future, they do plan on stuff like hordes for dragons. So some dragons will be able to get gold and gems and all these different things and hoard them, kind of like Smaug from The Hobbit. I guess the dragons from My Little Pony, I think, would be a good comparison too. They also get territories in the future and all these different things. So you might have Icy Crowns who fight over territory or just kind of vibe and they fight Volgans who get too close to their territory. I wonder if the dragons are archosaurs, which includes the family of dinosaurs, birds, crocodiles, and turtles. I think turtles are kind of debated to even be in that group. I don't know if they're officially in that group, but they are debated because these dragons sorry about that. They show almost warm-blooded like qualities that birds and dinosaurs would have had. I say warm-blooded. I mean endothermic, even though technically a lot of dinosaurs were mesothermic, but they were pretty much warm-blooded. So I'll just say that for the common person. They were pretty much warm-blooded. And I think these dragons were warm-blooded too because a lot of them display those features. They're also far more active than reptiles. So most of the reptiles, I should specify. So you'll have like feathers and fluff and all these different things. And then you go, oh, they look like these are qualities of warm-blooded animals or mesothermic animals. So that'll be cool to see. I mean, cool to think about. I like thinking about this kind of stuff because I have my own aliens. I like to think about how animal bodies might work. Because yes, it's easier to say warm-blooded or cold-blooded, but it's not the full picture. And some reptiles are actually warm-blooded. Crocodiles used to be warm-blooded. I believe they have four-chambered hearts, showing that they were once warm-blooded. At least their ancestors way back when were warm-blooded. But now they're back to cold-bloodedness, which I think is really, really cool. That's really cool to know about animals. Of course, you have people who are upset that we're learning anything about animals. In which case, why are you boring and why do you hate animals? Because who hates crocodiles? Crocodiles are so cool. So are dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. You'll probably see a lot more dinosaur games in the future, such as The Lost Wilds. I'm probably gonna get that and stream it, or record it, or like Instinction, not Extinction, Instinction. So that might be a game that's gonna pop up on this channel. I don't know if you actually play that as the dinosaurs in Instinction. Man, that's a little hard to say, but I think it is. I think it is at least a kind of Dino Crisis-ish situation. I miss Dino Crisis. That was such a fun game. I know a lot of people call it Resident Evil with dinosaurs, which kind of was, but it's also kind of forgetting like what made it so special at the time. I mean, come on. It was a pretty fun game. Also learned that Jurassic Park Trespasser is going to be a thing, so that's gonna be cool. It hasn't been canceled. I really like that. Wow, look at this area. Like I said, head does not move. That's a bug. Don't worry, they'll have it fixed. Unfortunately, I do think that the Kirin will release with some AI, possibly. I don't know what AI specifically. It could be the Antelope and the Scathe, because they've been working a lot on those, or it could be the Williams. There's some ruins down there. Very cool looking. We also got some more information about the humans. So this isn't the 1600s. This takes place way back in the 1100s. So the rest of the world would have had guns at this point, but they landed on the island at around 800 AC, AD, sorry, Altered Dominion. as in after the Lord was born, I guess, was how that was translated, I want to say. But AD. It is AD. 800 AD to 1100. So that's about 300 years that they've been on the island. So by then the dragons would have been used to the humans and the humans used to the dragons. So you get the nomads who are taming the dragons. And they're actually starting to get a little successful at least. But you do have it is that time period where they think animals are either demons or holy within history. So the dragons are probably seen as demons to the other humans, which is why the humans will not be seeing the nomads in a good light. I do think also that commerce is going to be a big thing in this game. Sorry, I accidentally clicked right there. Commerce is going to be a big thing, so you'll have trading from outpost to kingdom to outpost. And you'll get areas where you have specializations like fishing. So, since there will be aquatic dragons, you will have to be a little careful around fishing. But I do think if you're near the coastline, you'll probably have to fish because you'll have less AI to hunt on the land, and you'll probably have more waterbound AI to help you fish. So that would be cool. I do think the water effects need to be toned down a little bit, maybe that's me. But they do seem to be causing a problem in these little coastal cove areas. So, what else did we learn? There are people who are already going to be setting up servers, and there will be a Kickstarter and an Indiegogo page. Indiegogo will be first, Kickstarter will be second. So, with the Indiegogo page, you will have specific tiers for the dragons. You will get a specific skin if you donate a certain amount. So, like, say, hey, a $5 tier gets you this skin for helping us come along, or a $30 with like $32, I think. You'll get a copy of the game. You'll get a specific skin, and you will get blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That being said, the Kickstarter will appear after the Indiegogo page. So if you didn't get a chance to donate during the Indiegogo, you will be able to go to the Kickstarter and still be able to donate there. I'm sure that they will have a trailer by the time the Kickstarter and Indiegogo are ready. I don't know if they will use any footage, but Wings of Dawn devs, feel free to use footage from my videos if you need to use it. I really don't mind. I want this game to succeed. I did also learn that some dragons may not be tameable for the nomads, such as the Dredgelurk, which is one of the Kickstarter dragons. If I remember correctly, the Dredgelurk is a underground animal, so it's probably going to be more graboid like. You can see the destroyed dock right here. I do think they need to get rid of some of that fire because that does cause some performance issues on lower NPCs. Very cool looking. I do like. I'm surprised this part wasn't destroyed. They may use this in the future. I don't know. But it looked super safe before, which is why they blew it up. I wish I was joking, but no, that's what Clack said. Clack being the community manager. So, they did do a stream with the Warrior Williams recently. I believe they were adding details to it. And then next comes skins, if I remember correctly. They did show off a bunch of animations recently, but I think that's pretty much it for the Williams stuff. For now, anyway. I have been told that some of the devs would like the Williams to be playable, but I think it's AI first, so it's gonna stay AI until that point of time, like the Skaithar. I hope the Skaith become playable too. The Skaith and the Yokai and the Kraith, I hope they're playable in the future. In the far future, not right now, because you gotta get AI working first before you make them playable. And if the devs don't do it, I know they will do modding support. So some of you modders may be able to make some of the animals playable for certain servers. In which case, go at it once it happens. They're very open about the modding policy. Would also like to talk about a game I played a little bit of, which I recorded, by the way, me exploring that map for Untamed. If I remember correctly, they are releasing a new playable soon, which is kind of like a goat Pachycephalosaurus hybrid. They have the lizard as a playable already, which is omnivorous, but it's supposed to be carnivorous. And I believe they're tweaking the map as we speak, but I'm not sure about that last one. But I hope that game succeeds because the Wings of Dawn devs have talked about how exciting that is, and I want it to succeed because we need more Alien games out here, guys. We got a taste of it with Evolve, but you know what happened to Evolve. There was a whole what happened with the Evolve thing, if you want to hear about that. Because that game was really cool, but it was just butchered by the studio. Not the studio, sorry, the producers. The company. Not the devs themselves, not Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock didn't want it to be like that, but what can you do? If I remember correctly, um, oh my gosh, where was it? Oh, all right. So it says here in the free pre-alpha demo, it will feature the following: the three playable dragons, which we talked about, playable humans, which get harvesting, looting, crafting, and the human structure building system. The first version, at least. So you'll be able to make bases and everything like that. Everything cool like that. But they do mention that buildings and assets are placeholders, but they are gonna replace them at a later date. The first take on the character customization system with dragon skins and very basic human character creation and progress saving system. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Players will also be able to create teams. The demo will feature an 8 kilometer by 9 kilometer tropical island map featuring jungles, forests, meadows, open land, beaches, underground caves, tunnel systems, and many caves for dragon and human players to take shelter in the early gameplay stages. The map itself is also fully completed and is currently going through lots of optimization balances, though our level designer Noah may or may not find things to improve and add into the map further, like new landmarks and stuff like that. There will be day and night cycles and a weather system, which already exists in the game. But you will get all of that within the next few months. Anyway, I think I've covered pretty much everything. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And even if you didn't, you're your own person. You can like or dislike whatever you want. Oh my gosh, it started raining! Look, guys, it's raining. Wow, that's cool. You get to see the weather system right after I talked about it. Isn't that a funny coincidence? I think in some of the water systems it actually shows it dripping into the water, but I'm not sure if it's actually in yet. Let me check. It doesn't show up in the rivers. Maybe the lake? Which I'm pretty sure is this direction. I'm about 90% sure. Okay, it isn't showing up, but it will show up in the future once they get optimization a little better. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you didn't enjoy it, then you know, you're your own person. You can like or dislike whatever you want. I just want you to believe in yourself because I believe in you. You know? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And goodbye.